Hello, my tenacious Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided twin flame soulmate reading for the month of May. Please like, comment, subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more I can give back to you. Happy birthday, Taurus, by the way. Happy beginning of Taurus season. Happy 420 for those of you who partake, and happy Earth Day to all. And so anybody new here, this is the deck that we use for the general energy, and then we take a look at the light aspect of things, which are the lighter karmic lessons and what is known. And then we also take a look at the shadow, which is the darker, more difficult karmic lessons and what is hidden. And we try to, take what is in the shadow to the light, one, to become aware of it, and two, so that we can heal it. And then I will also take a look at a quick peek at the erotic energy. And I also offer the extended in the description box below. So I want to let you know, when I first started my cleansing ritual, I started getting dizzy. So I don't know if someone has been feeling dizzy or someone that you know has been dizzy. But I did want to let you know that. All right, so let's see what you're bringing, Taurus. What are you bringing to the soulmate twin flame relationship? 8 of Wands. So there's some sort of like dick measuring contest that's going on here, of some kind of like who has the biggest wand of them all. So not necessarily penis, of course, but it's the passion, the intensity, the lust, the love. There's some sort of competition going on here, which is interesting that it popped out as like dick measuring contest, because I didn't want to say this, but I'll say it anyway. I looked over my notepad, and like what I felt in the light when I was cleansing it, I wrote masochistic. But it wasn't necessarily bad. It felt like very, light and upbeat. So I don't know if you are experimenting with like BDSM or something. But I did feel that. And then it's funny because in the shadow in my notes, I wrote dad stuff, which is funny because I was like feeling situations with the father that were a little bit in the shadow. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, since the first thing we have is a lot of fire going on. But anyway, all right, let's see, what else are you bringing? So the Chariot in reverse, the 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not moving something forward. It's like you're not moving something forward because you're trying to go towards the light in a conversation about something. You're trying to keep it light. And with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like about a family situation. So I think maybe there is some sort of like kink that you're getting into, but you're not, like, maybe you're it's so weird. Sorry that it's like turning erotic for you guys, but like it feels like you're testing things out is what I'm hearing. You're testing different things out and comparing how you feel about them. And like you're not really sure which way you want to move forward. You know that you want to, possibly about some like familial sort of stuff. And it looks like you're trying to keep the conversation light. So it looks like light BDSM is what I'm kidding. But, leave it to Taurus to be in quarantine and to explore the sensual side. That doesn't surprise me. What's the shadow aspect of what Taurus is bringing? The Book of Shadows. So it looks like you might be doing some spell work here. So it looks like maybe you're doing, some research on the arts, or you are, I feel like it could be practicing, but I felt like maybe you have like somebody else in the shadows that you're connected to involving that. Let's see. The 3 of Fire, yeah, and the Crone of Water. So it seems like there's somebody else here of what you're bringing. It's a third party fire involved here. A wand that seems to be casting, and likely is either an older woman, perhaps like a mother figure, or a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces involved here. Interesting. All right, so let's see what they are bringing right now. Oof. So that was in reverse, and then it wanted to come out stuck. So it looked like originally they were not manifesting this. Like, they were not trying to manifest it, but now it's stuck. So, like, it's like they are halfway starting to manifest it, and then it just gets stuck. It hasn't, whatever this is, it hasn't manifested on their end. You know, where you have this competition aspect of, like, I'm gonna have the, you know, the biggest dick involved, and I'll be, you know, the one who's gonna win this contest. They are still consistently trying to manifest it, and I think maybe that's them. That they're consistently maybe, like, you know, casting spells at you, which can be, you know, thinking about you and trying to bring you towards them. Let's see what else they are bringing. Three of Pentacles. So they have some sort of third party involved here. So it seems like you both do, but they have a third party involved. It's either like someone who is tied to them financially or with their housing situation, anything tangible. It could be a coworker. Or their third party is that they're working on a creative project that has now become their time. So it seems like they are distracted by some third party person or situation. What's the shadow here of what this person brings? What does this person bring? Yeah, spellcasting in reverse. It is them. It is them. So they are doing a little bit of wonky shit. So I don't know if, like, maybe they won't come forward or they won't come to you, but, like, they are definitely doing some, like, trying to bring them to you, because, like I said in the shadow, it's possible maybe that you haven't, that, you know, this isn't you practicing, and that's why I was like, is there someone else here? Like, yeah, there's a third party here. There's a third party. So I do think that, you know, it could be, I mean, it's most likely them. Either that, or you both have a common person that is, like, putting some juju on it. Taurus, I did not expect this. All right, let's see what you desire from this relationship. So, Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like, you know, it's not the time for something. It's like you desire for things, like, not necessarily to line up at the moment. I'm hearing, like, the time will come. The time will come. Because the Seven of Cups upright, you know, is learning about astrology and being able to, you know, extrapolate certain data to figure out, like, a date, you know? And, like, when Mars is in 15 degrees Aquarius, and when the moon is in, you know, 4 degrees Taurus, etc. I also feel like there's some aspect of astrology of what's going on right now that you might be rejecting, or not really enjoying some sort of astrological transit that's going on right now. And Taurus, I know it's your birthday. Happy birthday. You know, and I feel like I know how that you must be constrained of not being able to celebrate your birthday in the way that you like to, and I'm sorry about that. So I feel like some of the, you know, time things that are going on, you know, like you're really desiring something more based on that than this, is what I'm getting. I feel like your priorities have been somewhere else as well. But do look up, you know, look up your own natal chart and how the transits are affecting it right now because it's been some heavy astrological events since 2020 started, and we've all felt it, you know, like astrologists have been talking about this stuff for a long time. And you know, we struggle not to sound like kooks, you know, we really do, but you know, we've been talking about this for a long time. Anyway, okay, so let's see, what's the light aspect of what Taurus desires? So study your transits. The Knave of Chalice is in reverse. So it's like you want to be realistic. You want to be realistic here. You don't want to be in a daydream. You don't want to live in a fantasy world. I'm also hearing that you don't want, like, you don't want to look in the mirror. I don't know, maybe if some of you are having some like self-image issues, or if maybe like being in quarantine and such, like, you know, might make you look at your self-image differently, or maybe because, you know, you're having a difficult transit right now, you're putting that as a reflection on you, but do not do that, sweetie. All right, what's the shadow aspect? The 5 of Fire and the 6 of Earth in reverse. So this is Jupiter. And it's like, you want some sort of spontaneous event to occur. And I'm wondering if you should check out Jupiter's transits that are going on. Because, you know what? It's so weird. Okay, I never do this with this deck, but for some reason I felt that Jupiter had a message from the book for you. Because, you know, Jupiter is like that Sagittarius energy, but I feel a more specific message for you here. Lucky breaks and good fortune can be used to achieve bigger things. So I think that there's some sort of astrological transit that's going on that can help you do that. You know, Sugar Daddy Jupiter is very kind to us when we give him praise. You know, like Jupiter was just in, or is still in Saturn and is leaving Saturn. So I think that there is some transit of Jupiter that is really influencing you about something that you can manifest. And I think that you, you know, you're desiring, like you want to be very practical, and it's based on Jupiter's movements, and it's the 6 of Earth in reverse, and this is about the balance of the light and the dark in terms of Earth aspects, which is money, housing situation, anything tangible that you can put your hands on, things like that. Like there is some like I'm hearing that it's going to be spontaneous when it happens, but I feel like when Jupiter moves to Aquarius, which, oh, I have to double check, but it is sometime coming up, you know, like it's been in Capricorn for 2 years or a year now almost. So yeah, some big shift is going to happen. Woof about this relationship apparently. Wow. All right, let's see what they desire. So it's like whatever that transit means for you, that's what you desire. It's interesting because like they want to go straight to astrology, you know, of what they desire. Yeah, whatever. It's like they want to talk astrology is what I'm hearing. They have very stuck energy. You know, both of them come out stuck, that it's like unwavering. And again, it's this manifestation, you know, and the thing is, I think that they're coming towards you. I think that they're going to come towards you around the time that Jupiter moves into Aquarius from Capricorn. I really do feel that. And, you know, it looks like they're a little bit stuck for a while. Wow. All right, what's the light aspect of what they desire? Yeah, they definitely want to talk to you. The sword is conversation, and it's pointing right at you. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. You know, I'm hearing, like, I don't expect you to come home. Like, I don't expect to see you or something like that, you know? But, you know, they want to talk. It's like they want to talk. They don't have to see you. What's the shadow here? Crown of Fire. So they do want some sort of flame to be extinguished. It's interesting. They're coming at you with a lot of passion, but they are coming towards you after having ended something. So it's possible that they have ended some sort of relationship themselves, but they have blown a candle out during the month of May. You know, because the maiden ushers in new, the mother nurtures, and the crone extinguishes. So they have ended some sort of cycle here in terms of, you know, love, lust, passion, intensity, all the fire. Interesting. So let's see what the outcome is. Knight of Swords. Yeah, so they are going to be rushing to you and coming towards you. They want to rush in. Somebody's going to rush to somebody. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jupiter moves into Aquarius in May. I'll have to double check. I know it's coming up this summer, or close to it, you know. I felt it approaching. I've been feeling it approaching. But with the, ooh, that's interesting. This was in this deck, so I feel like it has a message. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Saturn, when it leaves Saturn. I think that there's something that's going to be physically nurtured here. Like, that's what they want to physically nurture it. Maybe they've put out some sort of flame in regards to this, but they definitely, you know, want to come towards you about a physical situation, whether it's money, you know, some sort of proposition is what I'm getting, but they just really want to be nurturing towards this. What's the light aspect? The Queen of Swords. Like, they want to come towards you and nurture this, but it doesn't have to be some sort of strict agreement. It doesn't have to be the Queen of Swords of like, okay, yes, let's get everything down and let's sign the dotted line. Haha, this is, you know, my job. But it's not that way. They're not going to be, like, the outcome is not stringent based on that. What's the shadow? The Eight of Air in reverse. So there's some sort of inner dialogue imbalance that's going on here. So it's possible that maybe the conversation isn't necessarily balanced or harmonious when it comes to the shadow aspects. So just be aware of that. All right, let's take a look at your sexual erotic energy. It's funny because I forgot to cleanse this deck, and what comes out? Punishment. So, like I said, I definitely feel like there could be some, like, light BDSM that's going on here. And we did have daddy stuff, so I don't know if there's, like, daddy fantasies or something like that. Hey, if it's not your message, don't take it, you know? But, yeah, I was picking up on that. What's going on for Taurus? Woo! What's going on in Taurus's energy? So 2 of Air in reverse. So I feel like in your sexual energy, we have 2 of air. This is Libra Moon in reverse. I feel like, you know how I mentioned that you weren't enjoying your reflection for some reason? I feel like it's very surface value, that you might be kind of in your head about the way that you look. This is very surface. You know, upright, it's like it's all based on the looks of it. Oh, so, okay. So your sexual energy isn't based on what it looks like, is what I'm hearing. Like, it doesn't really matter the quality. Like, things don't have to, you know, not everyone has to be beautiful and, you know, have makeup and the high heels and stuff like that. I feel like you've really moved out of that aesthetic sexually and are into more role-playing, you know, like, you haven't physically moved forward, but in your mind, you definitely are going there, and it doesn't really matter, perhaps like through pornography, where it doesn't really matter what it looks like. All right. Leave it to Taurus to explore sexually. Like I said, good for you guys. Good for you guys. I'm proud of you. Let's see what the, okay. Knave of Fire in reverse for their sexual energy. So I feel like they are a very sexually explorative person. Maybe exploitative, I almost said. But they are very, very, they like to explore a lot in bed. But they aren't able to do that right now. And likely it's because of the quarantine and things, you know, like Upright, this is, you know, also playing doctor and things like that. But having so many doors that can be opened of like, we want to experiment? Fuck yeah, let's experiment, you know? But because it's in reverse, it's like they currently aren't doing that, but you do know that that is in their sexual energy. All right. Whoa, that's weird. Okay, I feel like there's something here for you. Swiftness in reverse. So this coming together isn't going to happen. So you know what? This Jupiter, it might not be when it goes to Aquarius. We'll have to see more specifically. But, I mean, someone is coming forward. It's interesting. There's more to this timeline, clearly. But, you know, there's something that's not going to happen right away. Okay? I don't know why this deck wanted to tell you that, but something's not going to happen right away. All right. So, let's see. How do we... what does Taurus need to hear about love? Love will die if held too tightly. Love will fly if held too lightly. So I feel like there is someone who's holding on maybe a little bit too lightly here. So just make sure, Taurus or Crosswatcher, that, you know, it's going to die if it's held too tightly, you know. And if you keep too much distance, then you know, it will fly. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this Libra moon energy here in general. And I feel like that is what you guys are kind of learning through each other, of the of that balance of like not holding on to it too tight and also not too lightly. So I feel that. All right, let's see. What should Taurus focus on healing? Okay, a couple things. So the first one that wants to pop out is the Goddess. So I think that you've gotten that before. So there's some aspect of the Divine Feminine that needs to be healed. And, you know, we had this energy of like not liking your reflection and things like that. Like, like, embrace your inner goddess and know, like, you are gorgeous, you are sexy, you know, you are alluring and things like that, Taurus. You really need to know that. So, you know, make sure that you are nurturing the Divine Feminine in any way. You know, do mantras about your own beauty, inner and outer, and, you know, really embrace that Divine Feminine. And dreams. So I think that this person might be reaching out to you in the dream state. It's possible that they dream about you or that you dream about them. But I also feel like there is some sort of maybe dream that didn't come true, that there is a mourning period that needs to take place. Yeah, the gateway. They're going to be coming to you in the gateway and trying to talk to you in dreams. So be aware of that. Be very receptive if you want to get the messages from them. Be very receptive, and you know, keep a dream journal next to you, or things like that. So, okay, my Taurus, thank you. Again, if you want to take a look at the extended, the link is in the description box below, and I'm going to go a little bit more into this energy. If not, then I hope to see you again for next month's spread. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. The more energy you send to me, the more I can give back to you. Okay, have a great day, Taurus. Bye-bye.